And there she goes, listen to that blade slap, give the guy the door a nice wave. Chinook is deployed operationally all over the world and is a go-to aircraft for rapid insertion and extraction of troops from dangerous locations. As the defence aid goes, the answer is 2 Chinooks. What's the question? This is applied ever since the Chinook joined the RAF in 1980 and is true today as it was then. We'll start the show by seeing the aircraft come up, where we go to rapidly turning background onto the target, trading its speed for height and back again. The crew will begin preparing to drop off troops onto target. As the aircraft runs in for a downwind quick stop, they will simulate a late spot on the landing site to offload the troops and vehicles inside. Either on or off the battlefield, the crew must be efficient in wrecking their landing site, making sure it's suitable to land on in the middle of time to avoid threat exposure. Having found their landing site, and now making their approach, crew and Josh are probably to the right will be giving voice passing directions to Cal, talking forward and down onto the landing site whilst monitoring the height of the aircraft as it comes into land. You get your eyes down to the back of the aircraft on the crewman. The crewman on the ramp is Flight Sergeant Dave Sims. Born and raised in Margate, Kent, joined the RAF in September 2014. As a Weapons Systems Operator and has been on the Chinook Force since 2017. He is a qualified helicopter crewman instructor and has accumulated over 2,000 hours on rotary platforms, completing many overseas exercises and operational deployments, and when Dave's not in work, and mostly when he is in work, he likes to be found on the golf course. He's also found the ability to glow in the dark, which will become apparent later on. You see at the ramp, Dave's already cleared the troops out and the vehicle exiting the aircraft. Now as the aircraft departs, it performs what we call an over-the-shoulder departure. This presents the armoured floor to the enemy and thus protecting the people on site, inside, and the troops. As the aircraft turns away, Cal will climb the aircraft to return and now come back to provide mutual support for the troops. Think of this as overhead protection for the troops, now exposed on the ground. Alternatively, it allows the pair of Chinooks to land in sequence without the loss of airborne protection. If we had guns fitting today, other than Cal's of course, you would see that Dave and Josh would be ready to employ their Crusoe weapon system. The Chinook would be fitted with an M60 machine gun on the ramp and 2 M134 miniguns on the port and starboard sides, each of which is capable of firing 3,000 rounds a minute. That's 50 rounds a second and one hell of a noise. Chinook and its crew to protect itself and deter engagement, protecting its passengers and any troops on the ground. Time now to introduce our co-pilot for today. Joining from the cockpit is Flight Lieutenant James Cameron Johnson, or as we know him, CJ. He's originally from Nottingham, he joined the Yorkshire. He joined the RAF in 2016 and was awarded his wings in December 2021. He spent the first 12 months showing them off to air cadets by flying them and other air experienced passengers on the drop shooter, giving him plenty of experience on these belt. CJ's now before we all come, but it's not been louder and better than the sound of the Chinook plane flat. Next up, Eagle reposition, where we'll be showcasing an exciting and dangerous capability of the Chinook. Reposition once more, and running for a fast roving approach, accelerate the aircraft rapidly to accurately dispatch the troops on the tight landing site. If you look in the door now, Josh has dispatched the rope and Dave has dispatched the rope from the ramp. Chinook can simultaneously dispatch rope 4 ropes at once, 1 from the door, 2 from the ramp and 1 from the centre. Now as the troops are departing the rope, the aircraft begins to climb. You can see that Dave has what we call banged off his rope on the ramp, and Josh is working hard in the door now to recover what could be up to 90 foot of rope. So he's getting quite a straddle inside that door. The crew now returns to being on the cockpit, which is rapidly being prepared by JHSS as an underslung load. On the sun loads are the bread and butter of the Chinook fort, with all crew members from the back working together to manoeuvre the 99-foot long aircraft into a fine-tuned position. The scout positions in the overhead of the on load under Josh's direction in the door. Dave is looking through the centre hatch, safely correct to pick up at the quad point, with all four crew working in synchronisation with the JHSS team operating beneath the hovering aircraft. The ladies two hookers who have held their hands up. One is holding the static discharge probe so they can touch the hook without getting an electric shock from the hook. Particularly important when operating in costly environments like the desert to save a nasty shock. Chinook have 300 front loads, carrying up to 11.3 tons on the centre hook alone. This squad line weighs just 350 kilograms, but if it can be rigged, the Chinook and JHSS can take it. Being such a capable aircraft, it can even pick up another Chinook, albeit with a few bits cut off the same weight. With a maximum all-up weight of 24.5 tons, which is 2 double-decker buses, this workhorse has sinks for 30 troops inside and can overload to 55 with valves on the floor. The raw power and the versatility of the Chinook is all down to its iconic tandem row design. It provides huge amounts of lift and a large cabin. This is all achieved without any dangerous messing about with tail rotors that frankly our Chinook types want no part of. While the crew just demonstrated on the front loading circuit, we better mention some of our hookers team down on the grass. On the grass today we've got the leading JHS today is Corporal Jordan, who served in the British Army for 9 years. We have Lance Corporal Robots, who joined the Army in 2010. We also have Air Trooper Paul Strike, who served with the Army Air Corps for the last 5 years. And then finally on the ground we have AF1 Daniel Gray, who is part of 606 Reserve Squadron. Now if you look back, you can see that unhappy quad light swinging below the aircraft. The crew will be monitoring the load during all stages of flight, and as you can see by the swing, road vehicles aren't big fans of the flight. The crew will manoeuvre the aircraft so that aircraft is hammered at the swing as the load hits the airflow. The aircraft now returns to drop off beyond the sun load to complete what is called an operational drop-off. This is a combined rapid drop of a load and shot and egress away from the threat. Choosing a dusty or high threat environment to get force supplies rapidly onto the ground CJ as they handle this magnificent machine. Now as the aircraft comes to a slope, it's time for the Chinook party piece. It's one of the only helicopters in the world that can reverse on 2 wheels, although you will see Powell doesn't have his arm over the passenger seat whilst looking backwards at the same time. Now that the Chinook is presenting its ramp to the crowd. Dave's now currently on the ramp with the nice orange gloves to become a bit of a part of the Chinook routine. As the aircraft lifts, you'll see Dave waving to the crowd to make sure you give him a big wave back with those orange hands. Quite embarrassed about this, but those are his actual hands, so please make sure you keep the flying hats on green, otherwise this is what you look like. Also remember to give Josh in the door their way. He's not got the orange gloves, but he definitely wants to get in on that action. fuel, plenty going on. I'll stay home.